Right, here we are. Rain stopped play. It's starting to come down, so grab the tools. And so these are the two beds now. Initial first raking starts to give them some shape. And I look forward to finishing them off tomorrow. Okay, whoa. There we go. Okay, Wednesday, which I think makes this day 4. So, we had lots of rain last night, so the beds have really got watered in perfectly. So I'm just going to give it a light touch with the rake, just pull off the worst of the stuff which will go into the paths, and I'll put some cardboard on top and cover the cardboard up with dead grass and stuff that I can gather together. And yeah, I got the plants, a various assortment of things. Of course, I didn't write down which were which, so it's going to be one of those things of, I wonder what these are going to turn out like. That's all part of the fun of it. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. You can see them there. Give them a little spruce up, and then I'll get planting, and I'll switch back on. Okay, so I muscle tested, checking him in nature, and we got a spacing of 75 centimetres for the brassicas. Fit that in somewhere. Yeah, and leeks in the middle, they're spacing at 25 centimetres. And then we come to Swiss chard. It's a spacing of half a metre in the middle. And because these brassicas are all over the street, there should be some that Romano square greeny cauliflower, and there should be a Savoy cabbage and another kind of kale sort of thing. And the other one was a more conventional cabbage, I think, instead of calabrese. Anyway, we have a little bit. And yeah, all in all, it's kind of like, if I'd put that leek in the right place, they all would have ended up almost at the end of the patch. Maybe I'll stick a load of garlic in the end. I don't know. But yeah, so got my measuring stick, measured them all out roughly. Got my dibber, which kind of, it's just ideal for putting these plugs in, and that's the way I've been going. So I'll just set it up here, and you can, oh no, we're looking the wrong way. Okay, and I shall just where's the cameraman when you need him? There we are. I should just pop the last in. So there we are. The first bed almost planted up. But it's great. That was such a nice feeling. The other bed needs quite a bit of tidying up and raking before I plant anything in it. But yeah, all a good start. And I'll switch it off now. A very lovely sunny morning, clear blue sky. We had more rain in the night, so these lovely little plants all got a good watering, which saved me carrying water around. Must buy a watering can at some point. So they're all looking good. So this morning I reassessed the first bed that I dug and realised that it isn't nearly as good as this one, and it's principally, I think, because I didn't dig deeply enough on the bottom path. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of soil up on there, and that's going to rake down nicely, and it'll be a much better weed-freer surface to plant into. So that's looking good. And yeah, news this morning, they're here putting in the new solar system. Very exciting for me, and it should give me access to the internet and mobile phone, and yeah, that would be great. Oh yeah, and I can use my fridge and my washing machine. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to continue digging along this path and raking that out, and then we're going to look at putting down some cardboard, and I'm going to continue raking up the dead grass and straw that's all around here, and put that on the cardboard, and we'll have a good paths that hopefully will suppress weeds, soak up water, and work well. So yeah, no sign of slugs or anything yet. This is Spain, of course, not England, so hopefully it won't be such a big problem. But you never know, slugs are an amazing creature. I don't know how long they've been in this world, but probably a lot longer than humans. Anyway, I'm going to switch off now and get on with that digging. And here we are, back again, and I've just about finished this bed now, and you can see it's a massive improvement, and there's some awkward bits due to the slope of the ground, but I think it just about handles it okay. We shall see though. It's a bit steep on this left side, in the middle there. And but I'm pleased with it. You know, it's as I said in the beginning, this is a temporary bed. Who knows what's going to happen here after the veg next year. It may have some soft fruit like blueberries and raspberries and things like that. Who knows? Nature will tell me, or it may just be another line of olives. We shall see. So, hunger and thirst. And maybe it's time to see how they're getting on with the solar panels. Solar panels are up on the roof already. I guess they're just fixing in the battery and the inverter. It's just going back up there onto the roof. Yeah, time to find out what's going on. So I just started putting down the cardboard and covering it with the grass and stuff. Yeah, so you can see the cardboard lying in the path. Tried to put it slightly up on this side. Probably could do with a bit more. And the grass on top. And so all the weeds and things can be chucked on here. We generally have pretty dry weather, so most of the stuff that's going to be on here is going to get dried out. The rain is over for now, I think, although there's still a lot of cloud blowing over from Portugal. I think the next week or two are forecast to be dry, so this will dry out pretty quick, so probably need to get this covered with something as well. Get the beds covered with something, I think, fairly soon. Right, so it's been a very good day. I've still got a bit left to go of the day. Yeah, so the middle path, you can see I've got the cardboard down there, and I'm putting everything that I raked up from this patch into these paths. So it'll be like a mini compost pile in a way. And all weeds that I pick off here I can chuck in there. And yeah, it's nice and easy. And you can see the one on the other side. Slowly up there to the end. Ah, there's my cup of tea. Yes, so that's good. And I haven't really trodden down that bit there, but I will get to it. And yeah, so thoughts so far. Yeah, it's it feels like a good system. It's if you've got light soil like this, it's easy and quick, really. If you're on clay and stuff, that's a bit more of a backbreaker, really. Yeah, maybe a different way of doing it, I don't know. But this is, as I said in the beginning, this is just a temporary quickie, as it were, and I'm very pleased with it so far. And the little plants are coming along. They got nicely watered in last night. They're all looking quite happy. And I'll show you what it looks like when I've finished doing the paths. Okay. And it's a lovely afternoon. It was amazingly gloomy this morning. It really was. We were in a thick cloud, which was lovely and damp for the garden, but it's warming up nicely now and the sun is lovely. So I've been and bought some more plants. I've got some lettuce, some more brassicas, onions, garlic and broad beans to go in. Before I start planting, I will finish off putting the mulching on top of the cardboard and the and yeah, so this is how far I've got so far, right to the end here, and just this little bit here to do, and then of course the last path here, which I'll have a go at this evening. I think I'll have to rake up quite a bit more material to put in there. So yeah, a little tired after yesterday. Yesterday was, I don't know, maybe I pushed it a bit. I certainly felt tired this morning. But yeah, everything's looking great. And excited to get planting some more things. So I shall just switch it off. Still quite a lot of heavy cloud around, but it's very pleasant. All planted. So Friday, day 6, and we've got both beds fully planted. Very happy with that. And just left to do is this path here. I picked up some more cardboard and need to rake up a bit more of this old grass and stuff, and then that will be completed. I bought a hose just in case I need to do a bit of watering. And yeah, really pleased so far. Let's hope we continue to be pleased. There's always ups and downs in life, and especially in gardening. So, sheep are moaning again. I think this time of year is quite tricky for them. I know there's a lot of fresh growth coming up, but it's probably not very nutritious. It's probably a bit watery, and anyway, they're surviving. The lambs look pretty good. The mums, of course, are looking pretty thin because they're feeding the lambs, but hello. Browsing on the oak. Yeah, it's gone grey again. Just threatened a shower. I think there is some more rain next week, which will be great. It's so strange to be saying that. In England it was always, oh no, not more rain. Anyway, for now I need to get raking. So I'm going to switch this off. And these are my reflections on creating the temporary veg gardens, or the winter vegetable garden. I think it really confirmed to me that growing vegetables on a raised bed, created by digging paths and putting that earth on top of the bed to raise it up and to fill in the paths with organic material, really works well. I was very pleased with it, and I will show in a following video how those beds have progressed. There are many ways of growing vegetables and having raised beds. You see people constructing things out of wood and breeze blocks and all sorts of things, and I'm sure these ways, different ways of creating raised beds, are equally valid. It's really a question of finding what suits you, for your garden. For me, I didn't want to fiddle around with bits of wood that will eventually decompose and need to be replaced, it's a difficulty gathering that much wood, and I certainly didn't want to pay for wood. I'm very keen on using what's around me, repurposing what I have here on this property, on this land, and therefore finding that doing it this way for me was simple, easy, and effective. So I'm very happy with it, and I would recommend it to anybody. And I have continued to use it in the food garden, a circle garden, and I'm really pleased with that, and I'll show you how that's going in a future video. And creating those beds in a circle has a very kind of sculptural effect, and I'm really enjoying that. Yes, and also an added benefit is we've had a surprising amount of rain this winter. I mean, really, as I'm sitting here speaking, it's pouring with rain outside. And the beds being raised in the way that they are, is a great advantage in that they're not waterlogged. And the vegetables are growing very nicely. So I'm very, very pleased. And the other reflection was just a brief one, was the working with nature. I did kind of rush into it, but I always checked with nature how, was this a good idea? Should I put it here? How big should the beds be? Planting distances. And, I found, it to be very accurate, and the planting distances have been perfect, really, really good. So I continue to experiment and test, with this mussel testing, asking nature what nature knows best. I completely believe this, and it's just, to me, it's just obvious logic. But it's lovely to see it playing out. in what I'm doing, and you know, and I'm really looking forward to future demonstrations of this co-creation, because that's what it is. We are, nature and myself are co-creating this garden, this healing garden, this place. I think an important consideration is the fact that nature is very concerned about energy flow. And we know from things like acupuncture, you know, the way energy flows in the body is crucial to the overall health of the human body. And this has been demonstrated in many different ways. And so, you know, the shape of the garden, the position of the garden, what is planted where, you know, becomes very important as far as nature is concerned in maximising the flow of energy in the garden, which will promote, you know, the maximum, I'm not sure about maximum, but will promote growth and health of the plants. So, yeah, it's a very exciting journey, and I'm very happy to share this with you. I am working on improving my ability to make these videos. You know, it's really challenging for me to learn how to capture the footage, store the footage, and then work with it and edit it and present it as a video. So yeah, a lot to learn, and hopefully I'm going to get better at it quite quickly so that I can be more regular in producing these videos, because there's a lot to share. So thank you for following me on this journey, and until next time, thank you.